If you want to buy my notes, then check the link in the description below and install the app now. In this video, we will see transformer. Here we can see this is a transformer. It have two winding. One is primary winding and second is secondary winding. Transformer is a passive electrical device. It is a static device, or we can say it is stationary. There is no moving part in this transformer. That's why it is called as static device or stationary device. Transformer transfers electrical energy from one circuit to another through inductively coupled coils. Now here we can see on this left side, this primary winding is the one circuit and this secondary winding side is the second circuit. So they are inductively coupled. It transfers energy from one circuit to another circuit by means of inductively coupled. Now here this primary winding is called as input winding and this secondary winding is called as output winding. Generally, the primary winding is on left side and the secondary winding is on right side. Now here, this is the steel core. These lines represent flux and this is the alternating magnetic flux. And this line represent moving magnetic field, or we can say it is the flux. Now here, this I1 represents primary current and this I2 represent secondary current. Here this V1 represent primary voltage and this V2 represent secondary voltage. This N1 represent number of turns at the primary and N2 represent number of turns at secondary. Now remember that transformer always works on AC, that is alternating current supply. Transformer do not work on DC, it only work on AC. Now here this primary winding is the input winding and this secondary winding is the output winding. Then next is schematic symbol. Now here we can see this represent winding, this represent, these two lines represent core, and again this represent secondary winding. So this is the schematic symbol for transformer. Then single line symbol. So this is the single line symbol of transformer. Basic principle of transformer is electromagnetic induction. So basically transformer works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. Then if V1 is less than V2, here we can see if the V1 is less than V2, that means the input voltage is less than output voltage, or we can say output voltage is greater than input voltage. Suppose here we are applying 5 volt and here we are getting 10 volt. That time that transformer is a step up transformer. And remember that for step up transformer, the number of turns at primary is less than number of turns at secondary. That means if the number of turns on secondary side is more than number of turns at primary, then the voltage at secondary side will be more. So remember that if the number of turns is more, then the voltage will be more. Now similarly for step down transformer, if the primary voltage V1 is greater than secondary voltage V2, then that transformer is called as step down transformer. And for step down transformer, number of turns at primary is greater than number of turns at secondary. Now the ratio of number of turns at primary and number of turns at secondary is called as turns ratio. So N1 upon N2 is equal to turns ratio. Then what is transformation ratio? So transformation ratio is equal to V2 upon V1 is equal to N2 upon N1. So this is called as transformation ratio. So again, if we write this whole, then it will be V1 upon V2 is equal to N1 upon N2 is equal to I2 upon I1. So remember that this I1 and I2 is serially. Also this N1 and N2 is like this, but this I2 and I1 is opposite. That means I2 is in the numerator and I1 is in the denominator. So remember that V1 upon V2 is equal to N1 upon N2 is equal to I2 upon I1. So this is about transformer. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. And if you want to buy my notes, then check the link in the description below. And thanks for watching.